All right, thank you for that, Angie. And joining us now for more on President Trump's return to the White House is Mo Kelly, host of Later with Mo Kelly on KFI AM 640. Good morning to you, Mo. It's always great having you on. Obviously, yesterday was a big day. It was MLK Day, but then also inauguration and a lot of things, of course, that took the headlines. I want to start with the first 24 hours of any presidency obviously sets the tone for the administration. What do you make of the flurry of executive orders that the president, now President Trump, signed? We just heard Angie talking about it. You got withdrawing from who? You got birthright and he's tightening up those, I guess you could say, wording it. January 6th pardons as well. What jumped out at you and just your maybe surprise of how he got right to it?
I wasn't surprised. He made it very clear that there were going to be promises that he made, and then there were going to be promises that he kept. What he did yesterday was twofold. First, it sent a message to his base that he was going to keep his promises. And also it sent a message to Democrats and anyone else who might oppose him that this is going to be the road going forward. I'm going to do what I want, how I want, and shoot your best shot as far as trying to stop me. If anything, it's reminiscent of Joe Biden when he tried to do student loan forgiveness. He's basically saying, I don't care whether it gets bogged down in the Supreme Court or it gets knocked down. I get to tell my supporters I delivered on that promise. And there's going to be more of this.
Well, stay there. You just talked about the Supreme Court. We know they upheld the TikTok ban, but he obviously talked about it. He wants to do it, wants it to be a joint venture with China. He said it could be worth $1 trillion, $500 million coming to the States. What do you make of this, executive action strategy play when a lot of this, as you mentioned, would have to go through the courts?
Well, I think it's very transparent that this is transactional, not transformational. When he makes it, his chief argument now has to do with money as opposed to national security. We see then, he's very transparent in that regard, where you know his motivations. This is about an economic plus for him or those associated with him, less so about national security.
And you talk about the economics. You may have had more money in the entire world on that stage with him. You got Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, got Mark Zuckerberg, Dana White, so many folks up there. What did you make of that? What message was that sending to you? You saw the people that were behind him in the initial portion of the inauguration.
It's telling you who he's embracing and what he's embracing. But not only that, those are going to be members of his staff in large part who have connections to crypto. And we'll see, when going back to him being a transactional figure, he's also going to be transformational because the sum total of these transactions are going to have a huge change in how this country does business and also is viewed on the world stage.
Speaking of world stage, on that world stage, that was yesterday with the inauguration and the fanfare afterwards. You saw Elon Musk, who drew some immediate criticism and comparisons online to salute popularized by Adolf Hitler. Take a look at this. I want to roll this for you. What did you make of this? Well, this is from the ADL, and they were saying this is delicate moments. It's a new day, and we'll get to that in a minute. But I do want to show you this video here and just your initial thought of when you saw this. A lot of people reminded them of the American History X, the movie, or the Aryan Nation, white supremacy move.
My heart goes out to you. This really matters.
Eruption on social media.
I see what I see, and no disrespect to the ADL, who's obviously much more involved in these types of issues than I am. It walks like, it quacks like it is. And also, Elon Musk has a history of closing up with far-right German interests. He was condemned by the German chancellor just days ago for his associations. Let's take it for what it is and acknowledge the history that he has.
Yeah, this is right here. This is from what the ADL put out on X. It's a delicate moment. It's a new day, and yet so many are on edge. Our politics are inflamed. Social media only adds to the anxiety, and they were just going on to say that could have been an awkward gesture there. A lot of people are saying, like what you're saying, I saw what I saw. All right, Mo Kelly, host of Later with Mo Kelly on KFI AM 640. Thank you so much for joining us as always. Make sure you check out his show if you get a chance. A live look from City Hall this Tuesday morning. Autumn and Sally are going to have the very latest on the weather. Autumn telling me it's going to warm up a little bit. Not mad at that. Just before a cool down there. Have more on that in just a bit. Stay with us. It's your morning. Spectrum News 1.